Hello everyone, my name is Shade, and today I've decided to give a small update to my texture pack. Now if I just remove the map to make it a little better to see, these are all the textures I have changed so far. There's quite a lot, especially since the initial video I made for this texture pack, as it has now been 19 days. I have been on and off working on it occasionally. As you can see, on the first day I did work on a lot of things. Although to be fair, this whole entire section of wool is just one. It is just the grey wool, the light grey wool, but just I put a multiply filter or something like that over with a color just to get all these other variants, which is why some like the brown wool look a little weird. But that aside, we have got quite a few of the essential blocks done, like, you know, diamonds, the crafting table, furnace, wheat, some armor, the wool, you know, grass, stone, and all that. But today, with this update, my version of the resource pack is currently at 0.1. There have been 10 updates for it so far, and I am going to be working on 0.11, or 0.1.1, as I should actually say it. The last update, as you can see, added the rest of the iron tools, got the flint steel, the bow, some of the extra ores, but today we are going to be working on the rest of the tools, really. Mainly I need to get the leather armor done, because I decided to actually skip them, because they're a bit weird in how they're done, because you can dye them, and there's overlays. So they're actually a little weird in the actual texture images, since there's two parts to each thing. So a helmet will have the actual helmet itself, then the overlay, and it will go with every other one as well, except for the tunic, which for some reason is just a blank PNG. I don't really know why it even has one to begin with, unless if it's some coding based thing. But then we have all the wooden tools, the stone ones, and the diamond ones, along with the stick, which we have to do. As throughout the previous updates, I've only gotten the iron ones done so far. But with these ones, hopefully, it should be a little more noticeable to see my resource pack in the world. Although I will say I'm not sure how I'm going to change these too much from the current state they are right now. I am planning on giving them a more unique look later on, but to have something for now, I'm going to make it fairly simple, as there is quite a lot to do, I think. This actually is quite a bit. They're all unique as well, compared to the previous ones. I think this is going to be the biggest update since I've worked on it, all the way back on the first day, actually. So let's get to work. No more talking, and see what the results are like. So as you can see here, I have Clip Studio open, and this is with every single file I'm going to have to change. As you can see, I mentioned with the overlay being here, and we're going to have to start off with. Mostly I've actually set them out, really. In fact, that's weird. Actually, it's pretty cool. So I actually use this pixel pen I found somewhere on Clip Studio Paint a while back, and I just use this. Okay, so this is the basic process. I make the file, or at least I try to. I'm not great with pixel art, and then I just simply save it inside of the file, the folder, which my resource pack is. Just replace the current texture, and then I go to the Prism launcher, which in notes I actually have my little thingy to just help me format the update, so I don't have to keep it on CurseForge, because that doesn't actually save. So I'll actually like to have a permanent area, or an area where I can keep my log. So if I have to go off and on the computer, this will save here, and I just basically do it like this. .png. This is effectively it. That's leather boots. I'm gonna have to do the overlay, do all that, and it'll be the same for every other texture, as you can see here. So I think I'll do a bit of a very quick time lapse, I suppose, and we'll be back. with that, the texture pack is done, at least for 0.1.1, as you can see here, which I actually might add the dates, the updates these guys are in, potentially. So this is with the default Minecraft standard texture pack. I have not actually tested them out. I will be seeing what it is for the first time in game myself, and this should be 0.1.1. It is adding quite a bit, I think. It took me a bit of time, and we can see here that the looks like the textures actually do work. Very interesting. Obviously, some of these will be updated over time. I think especially like the leather tunic and all. But I'm happy with some of the textures I have done. Like the leather cap looks really nice. The boots look all right. There's the sword, the pickaxe. The axe doesn't look that much different from the vanilla Minecraft one, just because I couldn't think of much, and the inspirations aren't great. So I'll redo this one later along the line. But I do like what I did to the stone sword. I really like this. The axe is also pretty nice. I will say it does look a bit like a pickaxe. At least you could use it as one as well. But it actually looks a bit like a combination of it looks like a fatter stone hoe, which, if you have seen, isn't actually in this list at all. It will actually be in a later update, as they were added further along the line of Minecraft, just shortly after all these. We got the shovel, which I actually kind of like, that I made it slightly fatter here. It's like an actual stone. Here's the diamond sword, looking really sharp. And here's the rest of the diamond tools. And here's also the stick, which is relatively simple. It isn't the same as the old one I did, but I think it looks better just because it's more in line with the game than my old one was, while also adding just a tiny bit more as well. But these are the new tools, which will definitely show up in a average gameplay a lot more often than some of the niche blocks like sponge down the line. And it'll also make the UI just feel more custom in a way, as it will replace the default items. In fact, I'm going to show it what it looks like through my Forever Cement build, which I'm still yet to make another episode on. But this is what it looks like. As you can see here, I have gotten the arrow, the bow, and you can see all the tools. The shovel is really big now. It is almost on par with the sword in terms of how big it is on the PNG. But if we also look at the weaponsmith, you can see all the tools as well. The armor shows the you can see the iron armor as well. But it's just nice seeing, like, most this is now finally custom. The water bucket will come not too much after. It'll be, I don't know, 0.1.3 maybe when I add the water bucket, because it will also be along with the normal bucket and the lava bucket. So it wouldn't be anything like the axolotl in a bucket or the cards, since that's much later on. But currently, this is looking really nice with my texture pack now. There are some that will be changed. I do feel like the stone axe might work a little better as a pickaxe, but whether I switch the textures around, I still need to decide upon that. But just look at this. The world with my texture pack on it. Still not finished. You can see the dirt path. You can see the stripped wood. Yeah, it doesn't have it yet, but generally, I do like how some of these buildings look. I think my own build style will look somewhat... I think it'll look pretty good with this. This is just a normal villager house. Obviously, I'm yet to add the other wood types, so, you know, dark oak, birch, spruce, and all that. But, I mean, I build in a really simple style, usually just stone bricks, deep slate, and some oak logs and dark oak. So currently, this texture pack, while still in alpha, already kind of works for me. My builds are in full mischief shade texture pack, if that's how I could say it. I mean, there's water. I could change the texture for water, but I'm not great with animated textures, if I'm totally honest. In fact, the most I've gotten is I don't even have a furnace. But if I go onto the texture pack world, the most I've done for animated texture so far is with like wheat, which has 7 different stages as it turns out, or in fact 8 because there's a stage 0, which is ridiculous. And you know, let's just get, I don't know, iron ore in here. Let's get a stick as well. Oh my god, the debug stick as well has also been modified. So they do use the same texture. But that is really the most I've gone to another texture being animated, which is the furnace just having a lit up version. It isn't even fully smelted, but we have that. And without ado, I'm going to upload this onto CurseForge so you guys all get the updated variant. And see you guys next time. Hopefully we have a bit more added on along down the line. As you can see, I've actually not built that much because I've been working on item textures really recently. As you can see, since the 5th of January, it's more item based because I've started adding those in. And today just adds a lot more to the roster, which I think is really nice. Just seeing this expand, really, it's what I like seeing. Obviously, a lot of blocks will be revised later on. Probably either when I'm nearer to finishing this whole thing or when I'm finished and I just need to go and revisit some of these or just improve them on how they look and all. Like, probably like the sapling maybe the stone to make it slightly smoother and all that. But I'm really happy with this is going so far. It feels nice being able to see my own perks a lot in the game. It's really interesting, I will say. Connected textures aren't a thing though, so that's really the only downside I have with this texture pack. Is that, you know, continuity doesn't work because this thing is that small. It's not really gonna have a connected textures thing. I don't even know if resource packs actually connect to have connected textures, unless if they're like very big ones maybe. I've also, oh my god, gravel. I definitely made the gravel look like gravel. I really do like how it looks, kind of prefer it to the actual Minecraft one in a way. And you can see it's just really just a vanilla-esque resource pack, which in a way, if it's just me just slightly changing the texture, sometimes that happens. I mean, like you can see within the axe that's because I don't have anything for it yet. And some textures I just don't know what to do, so until, you know, maybe a different one for the bricks as well, because it looks really similar to the current Minecraft one. Even if I take the resource pack off, you can tell there is definitely a difference, as you can see here. Boom. Yeah, I mean, once you take it off, it kind of feels like, I will say the bricks in default Minecraft definitely look more they look more uniform. Mine look more yeah, kind of looks a little more rough, but you know, I like that. I'm praising myself now. Well, time to go off and do more work. We'll be back. See you guys later.